Ahoy there, Legion. Hope all y'all had a great weekend. If you missed or just didn't have the free time for DevStream 57, it's all good. Our recap and reviews got you covered. Console Squad. DE knows it's been a while since a real update. Y'all want to get your hands on Excalibur 2.0. They didn't get specific, but they suggested that is what they're sending in their certification for an update for you sometime this week. Might take about another week for it to go live, though. Xbox had some crashing glitches they're hotfixing in sooner, and hopefully that's live already. Now, you're probably wondering when Update 17 is actually gonna drop. If you've been pacing your Lisette, biting your nails, and pulling your hair out wondering where it is, I'll have you know you're a very nervous person and you might want to get that checked out. But as far as Update 17, you'll be happy to know it'll launch this week. They covered quite a lot of ground this dev stream, and that's good as it means most everything is already done and hopefully polished. Also means it takes me longer to get through it, so in no particular order, stamina is officially dead the moment Update 17 goes live. For the most part, this is a built-in upgrade, but it does have some ripple effects. Arcane helmets that added stamina are now getting new stats in its place. Instead of reworking stamina mods, they're getting replaced with power cores of equal value, which might tweak the eyebrow of platinum-savvy players. Blocking is going to reduce damage at a flat rate depending on melee weapon type and rank. Channeling while blocking will now provide a damage reflection for an energy cost, and the reflection mod will magnify this amount further still. Green chroma tweaks were mentioned, but they gave no details on what is planned. Anyone wishing for more places to put Warframe mods might like to hear that a new utility mod slot is gonna unlock, either from a quest or likely with some platinum persuasion from the market. This slot will not grant mod points like stances, nor will it void the cost of a mod in any way unless you apply a form of polarity to it first. It'll simply allow you to equip a handful of existing utility mods along with several new parkour-based ones, though the latter might pop out Update 17.1. If you were to mix Black Flag's diving bell missions with the Little Mermaid and a dash of cosmic bowling, you'll have a solid idea what Sharkwing's content looks like. Visually, it looks very nice. Gameplay-wise, it remains to be seen. We've also had confirmation that the Grenier underwater tile set is going to be on Uranus. So, before anyone asks, yes, Uranus is flooded with Grenier dudes who live in the sea. You can rearrange that as you see fit. A bit out of left field, but still cool to hear. Sometime likely during Update 17, defense missions will scale in difficulty per wave. It'll go from easy to intense each round to keep the boredom low, and you won't get zerged by a bunch of corrupted MOAs constantly. It'll also be balanced compared to survival spawn rates to keep it more interesting and even lower the strain on your bandwidth to boot. Big shiny velvet capes are now gliding their way to a Warframe near you. They do add a lot of character to your ensemble, and the color options match quite well too. What better way to see said cape than via the new Parkour 2.0? I'm gonna be honest, Legion, based on what we've seen, the majority of the additions are straight upgrades. But, and I gave him plenty of time to tweak it, wall running is still quite distracting is the nicest way I can put it. You can double jump, you can pop yourself up like a cork, you can glide through the air if you're looking down your zoomed weapon sights, and you can chain all these moves together and weave double jumps betwixt them, and they're supposedly a lot easier to perform. And we don't even know how the parkour mods will tweak things even further, but for all that good news, wall running both up and across are identical to what they looked like a month ago. Some like seeing their Warframe do the running man laboriously up a wall, but I'd much rather have the old on-rails option. Constructively speaking, at least vertically, the distance needs to be doubled, and the animation tweaked or just replaced with something to loop a lot better. Preferably selected randomly from a pool of at least 3 or so to keep it flowing. They've done a lot of good with this new system. Well, at least in theory, as we can't use it ourselves yet to determine if we actually like it, but it seems to be in a good place. Except wall running, as you kind of look like a Zephyr permanently stuck in an underwater Flappy Bird minigame the moment you touch a flat surface. But other than that, the rest of it looks pretty good. In lighter news, the upcoming Yin-Yang Warframe has a name. Equinox. Equinox is fairly in-depth, so the short list is you can freely swap from day or night, light or dark, whatever you want to call it. The white frame is focused on damage, and the black frame is more about control and support. Even the names of the skills summarize the differences in playstyle fairly well. Rest or Rage, Pacify or Provoke, Mend or Maim. That last one is the ultimate and the most contentious. Basically, you pop it and you do a slash-based world on fire. The damage you do is stored, but depending on what frame you're running, changes the outcome. If you're a day frame, the damage explodes out like Nova's bubble. If you're night frame, the damage is split evenly among nearby teammates and heals them like Trinity. The frame looks great and has some really good synergies and even better animations, but this ultimate alone could potentially bench Ember and possibly even Nyx and Trinity in one swoop. I'm curious to see the fandom reaction to how Equinox plays and if any balancing or tweaks are required. Let's do a quick lightning round to finish this one off. Topic this week is weapons. You can now choose if weapons will appear on your back when equipped or not. Alt-Fire will now allow any ranged weapon to zoom, even those who don't naturally have it. You'll likely have to rebind the key to fit your control setup. Weapon-specific mods are on the way. For example, Covert Lethality for daggers guarantees your stealth attacks will kill the enemy at max rank. A new Nightmare mod should help out the Vectis Prime a bit. It'll reduce your magazine size and increase the speed of your reload. I think they mean you'll reload faster, not longer, but words. Shotgun buffs involve changing reload speeds, fall-off damage, even pelts per shot. In short, half damage at max range, way more up close. Supra buffs are coming in hot and quite tasty. Double the magazine size and the ammo pool. Reload is down to 3 seconds from 4.2. Projectile speed of the tracers are almost double, and the space cherry on top is a minor damage buff. I've always had a soft spot for heavy machine guns, but was leery to have it hog a weapon slot. I've had the thing crafted for well over a year now, but with these buffs in the near future, might just be time to scrape the lunar dust off and do a before and after buff comparison. If our next upload is just an hour of distant sobbing, it's safe to assume the pre-buff version needed some work. Hope this recap and review helped enlighten and brighten your day. Thank you for watching, and catch you next time, Legion. Take care.